30 hertz straight up.
Welcome back to Lupus Has No Face, the podcast where we talk about real life, real struggle, and the power behind lupus and beyond. I'm your host, Savannah, with our special guest, Tweezy, Lakara.
Not you calling me Tweezy. You saw me shake my head. I just said
that was a joke. That was a joke. That was a joke. That was a joke.
I just said they call me Tweezy.
That was a joke. That was a joke, y'all. But that was a joke. Okay, forget them, y'all. That was the joke, y'all. That was a joke.
Sure it was.
It was.
So back there cracking up. TZ Talks Podcast. 3759 Wine, the owner of 3759 Wine, guys. Hey, y'all.
There we go. There we go. Today's conversation will be about wine down with lupus, okay? So I chose to go with this topic because I love wine. I love wine and I love tequila, but that'll be for a different day.
Mm-hmm.
The thing that is about wine is when it comes to lupus warriors, you got to know like what you can and cannot drink. So a lot of wines that I was drinking was swelling me up, and only red wine worked with me.
Okay.
And so I started researching it, and that's kind of like how I stuck to it. And then you here in the city, so the red sweet wine is my favorite, which we're gonna get into in a little bit. But I buy it.
She loves it. She buy it by the case.
So yes. So before we get into all of that, who is Lakara without 3759, the podcast, like without all the hats? Who is she?
Lakara is a mom. I'm a wife. I am naturally just like funny, good, great person to hang around. I work. I'm just a hustler. I'm a hustler.
Everyday hustler.
Yeah. And I'm a mom first for sure, and a wife, because, you know, they come first. So even if I do have to go to all these places, I have to make sure home is good before I step out and be TZ or whatever people may call me.
So how does that look? Because like for people on social media, right? People live for social media, think that's just all of your life. I can honestly say I really never see your kid, right? So how does that work? Like
I don't know. Maybe he's just not on I'm not in your algorithm, because you don't see by events. You don't see a lot of stuff. You be like, how did I miss this? I'm like, I must not be in your algorithm. But yeah, I post Eli. Most people know Eli because when I was hosting karaoke, I would make a joke that Eli had to drive himself to school. So every Friday morning, like it was a joke. I
remember that one.
So I don't really put a lot of my personal business on Facebook. I don't think it's for that. A lot of people do that, but no, some people that's their only outlet. So I don't have nothing to do, say about that. But as far as me, like if me and my husband or something, we're into it, you would never know, because I'm not going to be on Facebook making memes and doing all of that stuff. But other than that, I pretty much share a lot of my events, or I might say a joke here and there, tell you a funny story on Facebook. But for me, it's not for a lot of the personal. But Eli, he's definitely posted all over my Facebook. Just like when people be like, I didn't know you was married. I'm like, That's all I'm posted. That's who I'm with all the time. How don't you know? But you thought that was my best
I
friend.
get that. Some people ask me like, she got kids, she married. I'm like, yeah.
Well, some people they just don't know. And my Facebook is for me.
Exactly.
And when Eli get older, he can get his own Facebook. And y'all can go follow that page and see
That
what
part.
he's posting about. But yeah, as far as my kid, he all over, but it's not his Facebook, it's not his Instagram. It's mine.
And I totally agree with you on that, but I did want to address that because people just be like, I didn't know she was married. I didn't know she had kids. And I'm like, yeah, she got a kid. She married. Like, the dude she be with all talks to her husband. Like, but that just goes to say that Facebook is not for everything. That's not the platform that you use it for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's
so
true.
Y'all, she got kids and she married.
I got one kid and a puppy.
That's your kid.
Yeah. He definitely act like a kid. So yeah.
Okay. The name 3759 wine. Can you share the meaning behind it and what your childhood home at 3759 means to you today?
So the meaning behind the name is it was the address that I grew up in on 2nd and Keith. And when we lived there, it's a 3-bedroom, and I had 2 brothers and 2 sisters, and we all lived in this house together. And my dad and my mom room was upstairs with my parents, both parents. So I felt like dedicating something to like my childhood, plus remembering where I came from. Cause most people don't think you like from the east side. They be like, oh, you ghetto or whatever. But that was some of the safest times that I felt, over there in the hood on 2nd and Keith. So remembering my dad as well, he passed away. And so I also wanted to dedicate that to him too, in some way. So I just decided to make it the address, which it worked out pretty well. Because at first I wasn't going that route. I didn't want people to be asking me what it meant. But my husband was like, no, I think you should. They got 1738, so we don't know what that means, but people still drink it or whatever. And then just being in businesses for 2 years now, people do like the story behind it.
Love the story.
Yeah.
The first time I heard the story was at your Sip Some Paint Some, or am I saying it backwards?
Yeah, Sip Some Paint Some.
Yeah, when I heard that, I was like, dang, that's a powerful story behind it, because that was my first time ever hearing that story.
Yeah.
Was that your first time ever telling it?
That was my first time telling it, I think at the Sip Some Paint Some, because that was part 2.
Mm-hmm.
So last time I didn't really give a backstory or nothing. I just said, I make wine and you come purchase it here. But this time I was like, I want because especially because it was some people that I didn't know. I wanted them to know where it came from and why I decided to start it.
Yeah, I love that story. Like that story was like, what first inspired your love of wine? Was there a moment that made you say like, I love it, I want to create it, and why?
First I was just drinking it because it was like the cheap thing to get. So at the time in college, we would all get together over just wine. And then I started hosting Wine Wednesdays. So that was something that I carried on after college. And so at Wine Wednesday, everybody would bring their own bottle or jug, Colorasi, whatever you drank, but it was wine. So also you could drink wine and keep going and have a decent conversation and kick it. Most people can. Unless you're drinking a whole bottle by yourself, then you might be a little tipsy. So after Wine Wednesday, and then my guy Lamar, R.I.P. Lamar, he started hosting it, still giving me my props, but he was hosting it in his house because his house was bigger. So he started inviting more and more people. So then I just started really taking on to wine. After that, I think it was when I started my podcast, I used to drink a bottle of wine every week. And I used to say what I was drinking on the pod and tell people the percentage of the wine. Mainly, I was drinking Cabernet Sauvignon, which is a 13% wine, which is like a higher percent alcohol for wine. So I noticed people was going to the store and they was like, oh, I remember TZ said the higher the percentage. I got to start looking at my percentages now because people was drinking Moscato. That's 5%. Like, that's not nothing. So
definitely me.
I decided to make it a brand. I was like, that makes sense for me to promote myself and put myself out here. If I'm going to be promoting other people wine, I might as well try to get my own. So I really started looking into it. And then during the pandemic, I ordered everything to make wine. And I did not know what the hell I was watching on YouTube. I just didn't understand. I was like, I gave up. I just kept everything until I took the class with Shanteria Hutch that has tranquil blends. I took her class.
Shout out to her.
Hutch. We call her Hutch. But
Hutch.
yeah.
Hey, girl. So let's talk about the percentage, because that, like, all the wine that I have ever bought, I have never felt the way I felt off of your wine.
Okay.
Like, I was like, I pour a whole glass,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm already there before I finish my glass, like halfway max. And I'm like, what is in here?
I don't know. Well, I know it's in it, but I don't know why it seems stronger than it is, being that it's the sangria. Well, it is a higher percentage as far as a sweet wine. I don't add nothing in it, like sugars or anything, because that makes the alcohol percentage go up, and you don't want to change your alcohol percentage. If it says what's on the back of the label, that's what you need to have in there. But it's a 7 to 10% alcohol. I don't know.
I never had no wine like that, and it was good.
No,
so I
that's
couldn't
good.
I couldn't do a whole bottle. Like, never do a whole bottle. I'm like, what the
Of
heck
the
is wrong?
sangria.
Yes,
Girl.
I've been saying that since I bought it from you from day one. I'm
I
like,
know,
what is
but
here?
it's so sweet.
It gets you there,
Yeah.
and it sneak up on you slowly, and it be like, whew.
Mine is the Cab. I have a bottle right here, guys. This is my favorite. This was my first one I made. The Cabernet Sauvignon.
Yes, we are definitely going to get to that, but that is one of my favorites. Like,
So what kind of wine did you used to drink? Prosecco?
Pistachio Moscato.
Oh, okay.
That's the first wine I ever had.
Okay.
And it was sweet. It didn't, it was just, it didn't really. And then I switched over to Moscato.
Okay.
The one like in a blue bottle.
Mm-hmm.
And then like just the different, I drunk Stella Rose.
Okay.
But to me, when you drink so much of that, it makes it I feel sick. Like,
yeah.
So I'm like,
too much sugar.
No, like, I don't know the only, well, I don't want to say the name, but that it was only that brand.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I can't drink it. Like, they was giving me headaches.
Yeah.
And then like, no headaches, no nothing. And it's like there, and I don't take that on. So I'm like, what is in here?
It's just the orange sangria.
That's my favorite, y'all. I don't care. That is my favorite.
Good, though. It is.
I
good.
need another box.
It's a little sweet for me. But
you don't like sweet wine?
Mm-mm. I like dry wine. So when I came out with the Cabernet, I said I had to listen to what the other people like, because it's not about me. If I wanted to actually have customers, I needed to make the sweet wine for people.
That's one of the best things you did. So we're going to move on to well wines and lupus, right? Mm-hmm. So many people are surprised to hear that red wine in moderation may have health benefits.
Mm-hmm.
From your perspective, how do you balance your wine with overall health and lifestyle?
Well, I know it's good for like red wine is good for heart disease. And even for lupus, it said it's for like inflammatory. Mm-hmm. It helps with that. For me, I drink it more for like pleasure. So mine ain't really health reasons, but I can see why people would have a glass of red wine. Now, it's the red wine, y'all, that's good for your health. In moderation, though. Just remember that. In moderation. Not like, they said a glass of wine a day, but some people do that, but that's not really moderation either.
Nope. So moderation is the key to everything. It helps with the anti-inflammatory. So like, if you are swollen, a lot of lupus warriors probably notice or probably don't notice, but if you are swollen, like having a glass of red wine will really help with the inflammation. Mm-hmm. Like you said, it helped with your heart, and it also helps with relieving stress.
Yeah.
And this is all backed up by studies. You guys can look at that, but it's very beneficial, and that's one reason why I do it, because I get overly stimulated by being nice all day. Okay. And then when you're nice all day, it eats away in your insides. Like you feel all the stress.
Is that at work?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice. So I'm in the healthcare field. So I have to cater to people all day. I got to cater to my team and I got to cater to my patients. So I have to be nice all day, smiles, you know. And so that takes a lot. That takes a toll on my body. Like my back get to hurt and all types of stuff. So like literally when I found your wine, because I was finding something to like go hand in hand what I was studying. And when I found your wine, like I'm telling you, like my sleep be so good, but I'm like, I can't drink it every single night just to go to sleep. But it actually relieve my stress and it puts me like literally in a better mood. So it's one of the things that I will have like when I get off of work for a long day. Like that's why I buy it so much.
That's good though. No, that's good. That helps you, because I know like some people just drinking it just to drink it, and you know if it helps, that's good too.
No, I will pour a whole glass and I'll be watching TV and a couple of sips, like literally my stress levels be really, really down.
That's good.
So yeah, for those
very relaxing.
For
a glass
sure.
of wine is very relaxing to me as well.
Are there any rituals or self-care practice you pair with your wine time, especially during like tough times?
Because I'm so busy, for me, just chilling in the backyard, you know, not a bunch of stuff going on, just a nice summer day with a glass of wine back there is like very relaxing for me. Or just watching certain TV shows with a glass of wine. That's relaxing to me. I work out regular, but I don't do that with wine. I'll have a glass of wine when I come back from the gym or something, honestly. But no, it's not really nothing. I just like to be like, what is it? Relaxed in the backyard with a nice glass of wine. That's something that I do often when I'm chilling, because it's very rare that I get to come home, get off work, and not have nothing to do. It's just
that's your peace, your sanctuary.
Yeah, not having nothing to do when I get off work. I want to just chill. I'll be like, I can't wait to chill in the backyard. I'll tell Bam that, like, I can't wait to go chill in the backyard.
Yeah, I've been seeing you getting your yard and stuff together. I've seen the tutorial. I ain't seen another one after that one. You probably put it up. No, okay, so
I didn't do another one yet. Nope.
That was pretty dope.
Very time consuming.
Is it?
Gardening and all of that stuff. Trying to get your yard, pulling weed. Yeah, it's a workout. And I was so sore for like 2 or 3 days for real. Then my friend did it and she was like, I've been sore for like a week. I'm like, it's not a game.
My hat goes off to y'all because Rachel doing the same thing. And I'm like, y'all be in them yards.
Rachel got a whole farm.
Never.
Shout out to Rachel. She got chickens. She really has a garden and she's growing her own vegetables. And that's where it's at. I wanted to do the garden part. I just need the little razor, the things that lift off the ground, riser things to plant it, because I don't want it in the ground.
So what's your goal overall when you get your yard together?
It's just for like relaxation, and when I pull up to my house, like I want to see it look nice. Like, yeah, because we had it so it was bad for so long. Like not just not getting out there doing nothing. And I'm looking on TikTok, like if they could do this, I can definitely get out here and do it. So,
TikTok will have you building a whole home,
and it'd be
God.
Like for the low, you'd be like, oh, they did all that under $100. But sometimes they be doing way too much, building pools and putting concrete down. I'm like, see, y'all taking it too far. We're gonna have to get professional for that. But
that is funny.
That yard work, yeah.
Let's take a little can always have my guests read the comments. So
okay.
Hey girl, they over.
Hey,
she put them over there. Oh,
they over here.
He put them on the screen, stand right there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I thought you were saying they gonna be over that side. I'm like, wait, what? How can we purchase some wine? So, I have a website, 3759 Wine. So 3759wine.com, and the wine is listed there. You can purchase it there. And or you could just message me and let me know which ones you wanted to purchase. I have a Cabernet Sauvignon, a Pinot Noir, Chardonnay, and Sangria.
And we definitely gonna drop it in the comments too.
For sure. And Kenda said, what inspires her? It's a lot. I really want to be a household name. I want to be worldwide. Like I want everything under, of course, known as, TZ Talks, but I want 3759 to be the wine that's in the store and in the bars. So what inspires me to do that is just like having to work all the time. So this last year was my first time out of work, trying to do, full-time entrepreneur for 6 months. And it was very hard. I was always working, always doing something. Felt like I couldn't say no to anything. So being an entrepreneur, I want to do it, but I want to be able to do it with also having the means to fall back on, if that makes sense.
That makes a lot of sense. A lot of people don't understand what goes behind being an entrepreneur and why keeping a 9 to 5 is so important to feed that. So you saying that, like, just to tell a little bit, like, what was the struggles?
It was every dime I was making was going back into the bills. So I couldn't really stack up and make money for the wine. Like if I needed to, I sound like a drug dealer, but if I needed to re-up on supplies, I'd had to use regular money. Like even if I was getting money from the wine, it was going into bills, and trying to re-up was hard because then you can't re-up on your supplies because you're putting the money back into the bills. So that was a big struggle, but I stayed on it. I was always vending, always doing something. And like they say, you just don't know if the money coming in or not. You just kind of like predicting, oh, I might sell this many bottles or whatever. But if I'm vending, I can sell out. But just regular, if I'm just chilling and people got to go to the website, you don't know what's going to happen. Even if you're promoting it, you don't know if the money's going to come in or not. So the not knowing is, I get it. I tip my hat to those that, been through that struggle and was able to actually do it. My lifestyle is just too on the go, and I like to shop and kick it. And I was just like, oh, I need some extra money. For real. It was just crazy.
But do you see in at one point that you would be 100% fully entrepreneur? Because you did say when you do pop-ups, you sell out with no problem. So it seemed like you got a lane.
Yeah. Because people love the way the wine tastes. Once they get to taste it, and they can taste whatever one or all of them if they want to, they're going to love one of them at least. They're going to love it. So I do see myself being a full-time entrepreneur, because even being off for those 6 months, I had to go back in office when I did go to work. I haven't been in office in 5 years. Ooh. I didn't even know how to dress, what I was supposed to be doing. So it's just, I don't think I'm made for the actual workspace, because when I go to work or when I apply for jobs, I don't even know what I want to do, because that ain't my lane. I'm like, this is not something that I care to do. So when you don't care to do something, you don't do a good job at it.
That is very, very true.
You could be a hard worker, but if you don't care for what you're doing, you don't do a good job. So
that's where the hustle when you come in at.
Yeah. So I'm definitely gone. I just feel like I made a few decisions kind of early on, especially in TZ Talks and stuff, as far as like paying studio rent and stuff like that. I made those decisions too early on in my podcast life, and 3759 came along, and I'm like, okay, because now you got to keep up with both businesses and making as much money as we were making as TZ Talks at hosting and stuff. Putting it back into a building was crazy, instead of just having my own bar by now.
You live and you learn.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. I think definitely with finances, it would change a lot.
But would you change anything? The decision making that you have made to get,
I would probably change having a actual building.
But you wouldn't have known that you wouldn't have was supposed to have it until you actually started doing your second business.
Yeah.
Right.
That I shouldn't have had it. Right. But the thing is, it's like, I don't think that's the type of pod we were. Like, we're a podcast for sure, but I don't know if we needed our own space, that we were going to be like, I thought we was going to be there all the time. Like Tone being here all the time.
But he live here.
I'm not at the studio like that. So it's just,
it was a waste.
Yeah, it's not a waste, but it was fun. It was fun while it lasted.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Tell us about your first your first dry Cabernet. What was it like creating the first bottle?
The Cabernet, it was different. So when she showed me how to make it, I was like, okay, I was so excited, but I had to leave it for 2 weeks. So when you first make it, it has to sit for 2 weeks. And then we also put wood chips on the top of it, which makes it like a smoky or smoke like type of drink or wine. So we had to put the wood chips on there. So I was just looking like, this is crazy. Because in 2020, I think that's the pandemic, when I bought the stuff she was showing me, and I was hands on. So I needed to remember it for when I go back home. So the stuff she was showing me, I'm like, this is insane. Like, we like scientists in the kitchen or wherever your space is. Yeah, like you gotta get the temperature right. You gotta make sure that everything is a certain temperature. It has to be like 68, between 68 and 71. You have to make sure the wine is at a certain mark when you first started. It was a lot. So I was a little overwhelmed. And then the second part of the process, I wasn't able to actually see. So I had to make another batch of wine on my own at home. And I was just kept texting her and calling her like, no, what do I do? I forgot about this. I did this wrong or something like that. She was like, it'll be fine. You'll be fine. You got it. You could do it. And so it was just very like, is it going to turn out the same? Because you don't want people to be tasting your wine and then your next batch don't taste like your first batch. And then it's like, your wine ain't, consistent. So people want what they had.
For sure.
They don't want what you finna make the next time and it don't turn out the same. So that was very like nerve-wracking for me. I was very nervous, but it turned out really good.
Sure did.
And I did my wine when I first started the wine. I did like a wine tasting. It was pretty big, and that's when I introduced the Pinot Noir, which I thought was going to be a little more sweeter for people. I'm not really a Pinot drinker. I drink Pinot Grigio, which is the white one, but the other one is the red Pinot Noir. But it ended up not being sweet. It's more of a medium body, which is like not as bold as the Cabernet. It's like one step under.
Okay. But is that the one that you said you got your first buyer from, or somebody liked it or whatever? Was that the dry one?
Yeah. Most people that don't drink Cabernet, they be like, well, I don't like a sweet wine though. I like an in between. That's more the Pinot Noir. Yeah.
Okay. Your collection has expanded to sweet wine, one that I like. How did you decide what flavors to bring next?
I'm a Chardonnay drinker. When I go out, I drink Chardonnay. So mainly because they don't have Cab. Like Browns don't be having it, but a lot of the times they don't have Cabernet behind the bar for some reason. I don't know. So I started drinking Chardonnay, like especially if you're out in a setting, sometimes you just want a chilled glass of wine, and the white wine is chilled. If you don't know, the red wine is room temperature, unless it's like a sangria or something. But the white wine is chilled. So I prefer a chilled glass of wine. That made me say, why don't you just make the white wine? And I did a little research on it to see like what was the difference of making the white wine. And I was just like, I'll just give it a try. Follow what it say and give it a try. So I decided to add that, and people love that Chardonnay. And you got people that only drink white wine. So you have to have, I was glad that I was able to implement a white wine, because some people only drink white wine. They won't even drink red. They don't care what kind it is.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang. So you know when you had that sipping paint, the one that I got, is that one?
Yeah, that's Chardonnay.
I like that.
Yeah. Most people like that one, especially if you
It gotta be cold though.
Yeah.
Because the red one is my favorite. Yeah.
It has to be chilled. It don't have to be, but people prefer it to be cold.
Okay.
It should be.
What makes 3759 wine different from other wine brands on the shelf?
I think what makes it different is I'm actually making the wine, taking the time out and bottling the wine, labeling the wine, corking the wine myself. And I think it's a little more healthier because of how it's made, I'm not adding a bunch of stuff in it to make it sweeter. I'm not doing anything like we don't know what the other people are doing with their wine. Some of them are adding stuff like that double XL. A lot of people like that, but 18% for a bottle of wine is all sugar. It's all sugar. So you got to be mindful of that stuff, because especially if you're into like your just like if you have like diabetes, and if you're not like trying to drink a bunch of carbs, you have to think about that stuff. So I think that separates me from the store. We don't know what they're putting in it, and for me, I'm letting you know what's in it. Like
for sure. And for me, I don't know what's in neither one of them, but I know your percentile. For me, it makes a great difference. I've never tasted no wine from the store that gets me where that gets me, and I'm standing on that. So
I had a lady come from Maryland. She didn't come for the wine. But she been asking for it, and I couldn't ship it. She was here during the campaign trying to get people to vote.
Okay.
And she tasted it then. So before she left, she ordered about 7 bottles. She took them back with her. But she went to Maryland, and she wrote me, and she was like, I'm trying to get another, can you ship? And I was like, oh, I can't ship yet. Not yet. I had to get my shipping license for that. But I couldn't ship. And so she went to Chicago for her son's graduation. And she hit me up. She remembered. And she hit me up, and she met me at City Social. Ooh. And bought a case of that sangria. That's how much she wanted it. Like, she was like, I've never had no wine like this. She said it just like you. I'm like, oh, this must be a big deal.
I'm telling you, for those that drink wine and then came across you, not to even just be gassing you, but you really got something special on your hands. Like, you really actually do.
Thank you.
That's all I be talking about. Like, when I first started potting, like, I was like, where Lakara stuff?
Yeah.
Like, we need to get her stuff up in here. It was good.
Yes,
it is good.
Oh, okay.
For real.
Yeah, don't do your cohort.
We're gonna move on to sip some, paint something. First of all, that was super dope. Like, I love your team, even though I know a couple of them from school, but your team are so like welcoming and loving, and they attend to what it is that you need, just like effortlessly. I don't know what goes on behind the scene, but for me to view that, for you to have that support, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Like, if I didn't know you, and even though I like your wine, that would still make me mess with you, because if you got that type of support, you got to be, you know what I'm saying? Got to be something special. So that was really nice. My daughter really loved it.
Thank you.
It was a whole vibe. I think you should do that more often.
Yeah.
It was grown, it was sexy, and it was fun.
Yeah.
And it's like, you told your story. It's family. You know what I'm saying? So you're making people feel welcoming. Like, it was just a whole vibe. And the city don't have nothing like that here. Not that I think.
I appreciate that.
And I think you should do more.
Yeah. I want to do more sipping paints and just stuff with music and wine too. Like,
and
vinyls.
You was such a good host.
Thank you.
Like, she was on point. You was such a good host. My daughter don't like to do a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
She really liked it. Like,
I was glad that she liked it, because I'm like, teenagers don't like nothing.
She did.
And she said she enjoyed herself.
And we won a prize. So thank y'all for whoever.
She did win a prize.
Your Sip Some Paint Something event sound like a whole vibe, which it was. How did that idea come about?
Well, I know me and Kayla, I had the idea and I brought it to Kayla first from Full Circle Television. Shout out to Kayla. This is her. Hey, y'all.
Hey,
Rudy
Kayla.
From Milwaukee. I brought it to her and we came up with, she just went through everything of what I would need. And we came up with these ideas and we was like, I don't like to drink wine out of plastic cups. So we even went down to that part. Like, we want people to have real glasses, like and a brand, like we want the labels to have to show that, oh, this is for Valentine's Day. Like, we just wanted everything to look like it was for that event, like special limited edition.
Definitely nailed it.
So for the first one, I did the sip some, paint some, because we didn't want to just be sip and paint. So it was just like, okay, let's make it so people will be like, oh, I'm trying to sip some, paint some, So she came up with that name, and then I just went with it for the second time. But it was a lot of planning and people not buying tickets at first. Like, for the first one, I'm like, oh my God, I just did all of this, buying all this stuff, prepping for it, and people are not purchasing tickets. So then out the blue, right the week I was gonna cancel it, the first one. I was gonna cancel, and out the blue, people just started buying the tickets. Like I was like, okay, if I got 10 people, I'm gonna do it. So I had 10 people, and for that one, we had them draw each other. The couples drew each other, and they painted each other, and it was so funny. Like the reveal at the end, everybody was doing a reveal, and we had a good time. And it was people that actually saw the link on Eventbrite. Okay. So it was people I didn't know. It was all race there. Like it was just different. So I thought that was dope. And then the second one came about. I tried to make it bigger so people can have real food to purchase, but I would still have like little charcuterie for you too.
And I loved it.
And that was at Rise and Grind. So I was like, we needed more room because at first it was in my studio, and it was still a good vibe in there too. But the Rise and Grind was pretty good too. I liked the space of it. Like people was able to be a little further apart from each other. But I had a good time at both. And I always have people that I don't like, they ain't gonna buy no ticket, and they end up buying tickets, and it end up being a good time. Like even with like this time, I think I had 20 people.
Cause I was about to say, it looked like it was packed.
Yeah, the first one was only like 11, and then the second one it was 20 people. So that was good.
That was dope.
Yeah.
I don't know why Milwaukee is so last minute.
Oh my God,
Milwaukee
for everything.
is last minute. They don't plan anything.
And you would think I would know by now from selling tickets to parties, like ugly sweater. Like people always wait to the last minute to buy, but I always panic, and it never fails. I always
Your parties always sell out.
But most of the time they free. People don't like to pay except for ugly sweater. And I just had one that wasn't free, and they was tripping like, why y'all charging? I'm like, what do you mean? Everybody else charging? No,
right. No,
we had to charge for that one though.
That's the freaking truth. How do those events create healing space? Not just so let me ask you this question. When you throw events, do you think of anything as far as like people with autoimmune diseases, or is it just for the city to come out and to have fun?
For the event?
Yes.
I think it's just for our age group to come out and have a good time.
Okay. Yeah. So if you like in the future, right, if you was doing one of these things and people had like autoimmune diseases, like how would you is your brand something that would be able to cater to somebody like that?
I think it depends on the location.
So if somebody was to reach out to you, like would you be able to make accommodations, or would you?
I think so. I think I would be able to. Yeah, it depends on the location where we're gonna be. Like if it's something like the movie theaters, like we have movie outings sometimes.
Do you for real?
Yeah.
Oh,
we go to the movies, buy up all this tickets, and we've been to the movies about 3 or 4 times.
I ain't never heard of it.
Or an outdoor event, like you came to the backyard barbecue.
That was dope.
Yeah, we didn't even do it again.
I was about to say that didn't happen again.
I don't know why. Yeah, we never did it again. Well, Louis and them had Friends and Family Fest, and it's kind of like doing the same thing, even though we could still do it. But it was Marie classic idea, and I thought she was gonna do it again last year for hip hop weekend. That's what we did it for, celebrating. Was it 50 years of hip hop? 20? Yeah,
that was literally a whole vibe. And I missed Friends of Family last year, but I'm definitely locked in this year.
You got your ticket?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm like, I was seeing people with that. I'm like, where did you get the tickets from? They was like, man, it's been gone for a while. And I'm like, what? I never even seen the post or anything like that.
They opened it up one more time earlier after they sold out, and they still sold out again. So it's really closed down now.
See, I didn't even see the second one.
And they did upgraded t-shirts. Shout out to Louis and them. It's about to be a time.
Shout out. I can't wait.
Y'all got
this is my first time.
Y'all got y'all
Hold on, we need stuff. This is my first time going.
Yeah.
I don't know nothing.
Yep. You're gonna need a tent because you're gonna be outside.
Oh man.
And all the people had tents. We all had tents.
We gotta get it together.
Like a little tent. Not that kind. You want to be going all under a little underneath. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
what else we need?
Bring your own lawn chairs if you
So
want.
like a day at the lake.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know nothing
It's just
about
like a
that.
little gathering at the park, like with family and stuff. Bring stuff, right? That's what we did. We had a
Okay.
tent last year.
Now I know because neither one of us knew. He should have known.
That's good. That's a good thing I'm here, y'all.
Yes. So we need stuff that we like. We chilling at the lake, going to have fun, and
Yeah.
doing all that extra stuff. So coolers and all of that.
Yeah. They
right.
gonna have some drinks there, but if you want to bring what you drink, yeah, yeah.
I am
But yeah,
laughing.
we was talking about accommodating something for people with
Right. Well, autoimmune
yeah.
diseases.
I think it could work. They still want to go out to eat. They still want to kick it
Yes, that's what
too.
I'm
So
saying.
it's definitely doable. Yeah.
Okay. Why is it so important to you to support other majorities owner business through your platform?
Because like I was just saying, it's hard enough trying to get people to buy from you or purchase from you sometimes. Like people just think because you TZ, you got a pod and you host. Like I still have to promo. I put my business out there. And so when other people put their business out there like that, like trying to get people to see what they're doing, like you have to almost convince people like mine's is good. I'm doing what I'm doing. So like seeing that, like I'ma always try to support people, especially if they have been supporting me too. And it ain't just for people that support me. Like if I think something is a dope idea or a good look for the city, I'm definitely gonna support it.
And I hate that. Like it's for me, it's just Milwaukee. Like Milwaukee, people here got to do better.
Mhm.
It's just so segregated here. It really is so segregated here. You got these group of friends that support, and you got these group of friends that support. Then you may have one that dabbled in all three groups. You know what I'm saying? It's always just, I say, a jealousy thing, a hatred thing, or whatever it is. And it's just like we are just so much stronger together. We are all trying to just have money, have fun, and upskill our business. That's it. That's all. And go home safe.
Yeah. I think it's more so like just showing your face in the room because people might think it's a bunch of clicks or like somebody hating on somebody else. And it could be just as simple as, oh, you know what? I'm showing my face. Like I'll go to MKE wine stuff a lot. Like they have a lot of stuff here and I go to their stuff and I make it my business to go up to them, even if they don't, if they see me already, like, oh yeah, we heard of your wine. I'll be like, don't forget, I make my own wine if y'all want to collab or something together. Like just showing your face and actually saying something. You know how many people came up to me like, I listened to your pod, and introducing themselves that way, like it just be like, oh, that's dope. Like you have the courage to actually do that. So I think it's more so like go to them social X events. That's great networking right there from day one. Like I've always went to their events. It's always some networking going on. So like going to them events, introducing yourself, putting yourself in them rooms where people can actually say, you know what, I seen you at this last time. And then when maybe they'll start seeing what you're posting because sometimes people just ain't seeing what you posting. And that's it. That's all. It has nothing to do with, oh, she only supported her or her. They just ain't seeing what you posting. And that's okay.
And people do have that mindset and be mad. Sometimes I stroll and be looking at stuff and I just be like, Milwaukee is crazy.
Yeah.
They'll never talk to you again because they feel like if they seen you and you ain't speak, it's like, for me, if you see somebody speak,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? If you may not see me, but I'm gonna come over and tap your shoulder, or I'm gonna do this. Like people do not be want to go. They feel like that's going out their way.
That mentality,
and
that they ain't gonna speak to you first. And I'm like, that's childish, but to each his own.
Yeah, so we're gonna move on to legacy, lupus, and love. What has been your podcast moment since launching 3759 Wine?
My podcast moment? What you mean?
Like on your podcast, like have that help leverage your wine?
Oh yeah, for sure. I do a commercial for my wine on my podcast. When I do record, which we usually don't too much because it's so much work on me, I'm gonna have to get Tone involved. But when I do record, like for video and YouTube, we're drinking 3759 wine. It's usually people just want to try it just on the strength of if the person on the pod tasted, they'd be like, "Oh, this is good," So it's good for promo, and also me hosting. Like I will mention sometimes, like, and I have my own wine, like even if it has nothing to do with the event. You got to put yourself on. You got to put yourself out there.
Absolutely.
So it's like some people know, some people don't, but it's definitely pubbed on my wine, and I mean on my pod, and I definitely feel like people want to try it from listening to the pod too. So
okay, we'll go to some of these comments.
what y'all got?
What's on here?
Sweet red wine. I have a sangria. Yep, a breezing orange sangria. People see what they want to see. Yeah, and sometimes the algorithm is bogus.
Hey, LaShawn, Yasu. I'm sorry, so she is funny. You definitely. I gave you a bottle of wine last year.
LaShawn?
Yes. Dr. Garola. I gave you a bottle of wine last year.
I'm in Milwaukee. I'm not in I'm not in the stores or nothing yet. Not yet. But I'm located locally here. You can get it anytime.
We gonna put our website on there, and you can hit me up and I'll tell you how to get in contact with her. Last year over, mama. You due for another bottle? You should have said so.
Over, man.
We gonna get you together. Do you ship?
Nope, not yet. Oh, she's not from here.
No, she in Illinois.
Oh, you can just come.
I can make sure you get it. I'm coming down there on the 9th, so if you want something, let me know.
August 9th.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. My birthday was Sunday.
Oh, so
oh my gosh, she got me.
I
got I got you. I got you, sis. I got you. I got you. Okay. Oh my ears. What do you want people to feel when they drink 3759 wine?
I want them to feel relieved of stress, like you said. I want them to feel good. Like you might have a bad day, and I want you to feel like, finally, a glass of wine. That's how I want you to feel. Exhale on my wine. No, but I want you to feel, relaxed. That's the main thing. Like you have a glass of wine usually to relax or over a good conversation.
Yeah.
Most people have, I know I do, over a good conversation. I love having wine with my girls. I love having wine with my man. He love wine too.
Do he?
Yes, he's a wine drinker. So people be like, y'all always drinking wine. That's what we like.
That's it. Period.
Period. But yeah, I want them to feel like me, like, I want a glass of wine. Like today, I wasn't gonna even drink no wine, but we talking about it so much, I might go get me a glass of wine.
I'm definitely gonna have me some.
Yeah.
She is on it. Okay, smooth jazz and glass of wine.
Yes. And like I like to listen to my record player and a glass of wine. So
you got a record player?
Mm-hmm. With vinyls. Yeah.
Okay.
I want to have vino and vinyls event. Don't steal my event, y'all. Vino and vinyl. The vino is wine in Italian.
Look at it. She's so educated. I love it. I absolutely love it. No, because people gonna be looking at this podcast. They're gonna be confused a little bit because it's a lupus podcast.
Oh,
but I teach people how to live well with lupus. So
right.
We not in no bubble. We still live and do all of the things. Mm-hmm. You just gotta know what you can and what you cannot do.
Yeah.
So this is one reason why I really want to
look that up.
Exactly.
That you can drink this red wine in moderation for inflammatory.
Period. Nothing else he said after that. What's next for you and 3759 wine, and any new flavors, collaborations, or events coming up?
Events coming up. I'm looking at what is it, 2025?
Yes.
I started 2023. So it'll be 2 years. My anniversary for my wine in November. So I'm looking to do something big there for 3759. I feel like coming up, I want to be able to ship, like she said. So I'm working on all of that stuff, being able to ship wine, because it's a lot that come with that. You got to get approved for a lot. So what What else? I want to be in these bars that we go to. So I'm trying to get
You
in
should
those.
be.
I need to stay on top of the wine, like making it, because only thing is the sangria kills me. I guess I need to make 3 5 gallons of sangria because it goes so fast, and I'll be like, I'm out. And I usually just do 2 at a time, so I guess 3 at a time. So yeah, the goal for that is just to stay on top of that, or get a distributor. I would love that to make the wine the way I make it, but then make it in bulk for me
Okay.
and bottle it for me and stuff. So just trying to make it bigger. For
I
sure.
can't wait to see it. I cannot wait to see it. How can our listeners support you, attend your events, or grab a bottle of 3759?
You can follow 3759 Wine on Instagram, and it's also 3759 Wine on Facebook. And then I also made a Facebook group. It's 3759 Wine, but it's a group. It's a group. So like I post a lot of my events in there. And to grab a bottle, you can go to the website, 3759wine.com. So, but make sure you follow me on Instagram. I post a lot of my events and stuff on Instagram. So that way you won't, miss a lot of the flyers and events coming up.
And we will definitely have that in the comments, Tone, so they can look at it. Okay.
Yeah.
And what message would you give to Lupus warriors out there chasing their dreams, whether it's in wine, wellness, or beyond?
I would say like keep doing stuff like this. Like what you're doing is opening people's eyes, bringing awareness to people with lupus. Even your events you have every year, like that's dope. I think it's 5 years. How long you been doing it? Okay, yeah. So your lupus awareness event that you always do, like keep doing that. Like even if you feel like you're struggling with it, or if any obstacles in your way, just keep doing that because people don't know what you're going through. Like you said, you're still regular people. You still like to do normal stuff that everybody else do. So when they see you out, they're like, I thought she had lupus. Like, so
that part.
Listen to my pod so you can understand what lupus is. So I would just say, just keep doing that stuff and making sure you're healthy and whatever works for you. Like you said, you tried other wines, but this is the one that worked for you. So just keep doing whatever you need to do to make sure you're healthy. And like you said, just trying to make people smile and happy all day at work. It's stressful. So
it is.
Just making sure you get that space to be able to be you, though. Just
Thank
do what
you.
you gotta do. Yeah.
I greatly appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
She said peach flavor. She owned it.
She said, "Don't mix these lupus meds with wine."
That's another episode I'm gonna have coming up. I didn't want to take too much away from her because I wanted to shine a light on the wine and actually educate
with
a little bit. Yeah.
Okay.
Because you definitely cannot be doing that. Take them
most
early in the day.
But yeah, take them earlier in the day.
Take them early in the day. Got to plan your day out. I greatly appreciate you for taking out time for coming on this platform. I had to have you because, like I said, I think I've been messing with you since you started your wine. 2 years.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I absolutely love it. And I need 3 bottles because I am before I go down there. So before August 9th.
Yep. It'll be ready.
I need 6. Just give me 6. Yeah. So good night, love. Thank you for tuning in. No, thank you so much for doing that. Keep pushing what you're doing. Again, like I said, I have been a wine drinker, but this right here is so dope. And I think more people can know about your wine. I think a lot of people don't know about your wine. I do spread the word to all of my groups of friends, and she tasted your wine last year, so that's why she on it really heavy. Or whatever, I gave her the red. I gave her the red one. But I'm here for your events. Please. I need to drop in my messenger because I be missing everything. I can't share nothing.
To let you know
be missing everything. Event. Yeah, because people be asking me, and I be like, I don't know. They be like, don't you mess with her? I'm like, I be like, Tone.
I don't know why I'm not in your algorithm.
I don't know why you're not in my algorithm either.
It's not like we don't talk on Facebook and stuff.
We definitely do.
Yeah.
Go to bed, LaShawn. I love you. But yes, thank you so much for coming on. We are here every Wednesday at 6:30. Please tune in if you missed the episode. Go on Lupus Has No Face podcast to rewatch it or share it, comment, and subscribe. Until next time.
Peace.